Hi everybody. I'm recording this very, very early in the morning. I have to leave my apartment today because they're going to test the fire alarms, and I can't tolerate that. Sometimes it goes on for 8 hours, so I have to leave here. The cat will be okay. I should be in a hotel myself. But anyway, so in a few hours I will get up and go outside, and then I will leave here. But I want to say something about zoos. I worked in one for 16 years, and I was very proud to do so. I worked at the Denver Zoo and the Brookfield Zoo in Chicago, two fine zoos. Certain animals should not be in zoos, and I understand that. Nothing I can do about it. But the reason I worked in a zoo was A, because I love animals, and B, just wanted to do something for them. And one of the things that a zoo can do is help people understand more about wild animals. And any animal you see in an American zoo today was not taken from the wild. We breed them in captivity and then take good care of them. I used to love it when I'd meet young humans and say, I want to be a vet. I want to be a zoo vet. I go, well, good luck with that. You know, it's harder to get into a vet school than it is to get into medical school. There's a reason for that. But to be a zoo vet, now that takes something entirely different, because it's not about dogs and cats. It's about hundreds of species. And so it's a challenge every day, you know. First of all, if you take good care of animals, they don't need medical intervention. But occasionally they do. And then the zoo vets come. The thing is that keepers used to just hate this, because the zoo vets used to have little vehicles to get around. And if an animal could see that coming, they would no longer cooperate. So the vets found ways of sneaking around, and so they weren't so noticeable. But it was a challenge. I mean, we had a gorilla at Brookfield that needed heart surgery. You don't just call the local emergency vet and say, hey, would you like to come operate on our gorilla? His name was Chickard. And we found we call them silverbacks in the zoo world. Our zoo director was buddies with lots of people. And he found a neuroscientist, surgeon, human, who said, yeah. And, they thought about it. It wasn't an emergency heart surgery, but we knew that animal needed, and he was very important because his genes were not represented yet in the captive population. So, genetic diversity matters. That's why incest is so very evil. So anyway, we found this guy. I remember I had to have dinner with him. Had dinner with him like right before the surgery. Not right before. It was like a week before. And he was a fascinating guy. He was obviously brilliant and very well-meaning. And so he was willing to help us out. And he did. And the surgery went well. And Chicory survived and went on to breed. And that was the point. Plus, he was a really nice gorilla. So, it's funny what you can get humans to do if it's interesting enough. So that was a big success story. So I do encourage people to go to zoos. Don't go when it's crowded. Don't go in the middle of summer if you can avoid it. But do go. It's better when there are fewer humans running around. But I don't know how to tell the world how much I care about animals. And Spark is, of course, not available for comment. But I can't be happy without an animal in my life. So I will come back from fire alarm testing day, and she will be okay. She may not forgive me for a little while, but she'll be fine. So I just hope everybody has a great day. I would prefer to just fall asleep, but anyway, I'll get home later today. Loves to all.